In today's video, we are going to be checking out one of the best hardcore seeds for hardcore, basically hardcore. So sit back, relax, and let's go ahead and get this hardcore seed underway. So when spawning into your spawn right there, you spawn in between several different biomes, from spruce to oak to mountain, all the way down to plains. If you were to run east, you would run into a portal. A portal ready to go if you had some more blocks. But if you ran west, you would run into a village. Now this village is a pretty straightforward village. It seems to be no blacksmith in this village, but there is some houses with the roof line connected to their crops, including sand hovering. I have ventured this world every direction in survival, and I actually found basically everything this world has to offer. Now if you were to run east to the portal has some interesting things. The portal got a golden apple and mending boots with obsidian. There's enough obsidian here to relight the portal and go to the nether. If you were to continue to run this direction, you would be met with swamp, plains, and dark forest. Now time for something that is pretty hard and very rare from what I've understood, is that if you go to this village located at 280, 71, 2252, there is actually an area with iron armor and armor stands. From what I've understood, these are pretty rare and they're very hard to find. So at this village, you can get almost full iron armor before you even go mining. So just running and adventuring is actually the way to go with this world. It benefits you to adventure than to mine and stuff like that. Now, if you were to go from this village and go straight west, a short distance away is another village. If any of you watch my videos, you would know this area all too well right here. This is where I built my house. And if we go up the original path that was here, there is a village right here with plenty of villagers and bees. There's a beehive located right over there, with the village being right here. Now, before I show you the craziest part about this seed, make sure to subscribe and hit the bell notification so you get updated for more videos. Also hit the like button. So, one of the most craziest parts about this seed isn't any of this, it's this. Oh, you may say, oh Dallas, this is just a typical jungle. Well, no. It took me 45 minutes to get from one side to the other side of it. That's a long time. It took me 10 minutes with an elytra to do it. But also there's a temple right here next to the village, just sitting right there. Now flying in creative is probably not going to be the smartest thing to do because elytras take a lot faster, but if you can just see, there is just so much jungle. It's in a massive jungle. Also, there is a ruined portal right there. If we keep going, it's just a massive jungle that could probably take you hours just to explore all of it. There's hidden places all inside this area. There are a bunch of ruined portals inside this land. If you go to the other side, there's a savanna with a pillager outpost. And just south of that villager outpost is another ruined portal. And right in between those two mountain areas right there is a village. With that village, to the left of the village is actually a desert temple. This desert holds 3 desert temples, which is pretty crazy if you think of it. If you keep going south and jump the savanna to the other desert that's right across the area, the desert that's I was talking about that has another temple and a village, right on the other side of this sand is quite an interesting biome. Keep going south and you find one of these. A Badlands biome, which is great for gold, which is good for gold, which is great for golden apples. So you can get endless golden apples here. Now let's get to the craziest part about this whole entire land. Now one of the most amazing parts about this village is it's right in the center of where the mansion is and also the monument, the underwater monument. So basically, staying at the village is actually in the center point of mostly everything. Now, if we were to head west, you would see something very interesting. If you go through these 2 rocks, and over here, a massive underwater portal. But there's more than an underwater portal. Right next to it is an underwater monument. You got a massive underwater portal next to an underwater ruin. That's not it. You got an underwater pirate ship and another underwater ruin. Big one this time. You got 4 things right next to each other, and then you got a coral reef just right through here. So back at the village, if we head straight that way, just straight on that way, with a couple turns here and there, we will actually hit the Woodland Mansion. If we go underneath this cave, you would find the Woodland Mansion just right here. It's very obvious, and the location of this Woodland Mansion is -224070 by 5381, which is pretty amazing. This Woodland Mansion holds some pretty good things, including a couple secret rooms. If we go over here to the very back where the bedroom is, this bedroom right here, and we bust down this wall right here, we will enter a secret room. Bust down this wall, we'll be back to the chicken. So basically it's behind the chicken. Now downstairs has more secret rooms than the upstairs. Downstairs, if we go behind the staircase, we will bust into a lot more secret rooms. Storage, grave, and more pillager thingies. And then there's one last secret room that's actually more, you can actually find it a lot easier. Break down this wall, boom, a tree with an efficiency 1x. So the mansion's actually pretty good. Now, if we head that way will lead us straight to the Ocean Monument. There's actually a lot more than just the Ocean Monument there. So if we head that way, we'll find the Ocean Monument. So let's go ahead and start our adventure all the way to the Ocean Monument, and also something else that's really cool. Now, this is one of the most craziest parts about this place. Located at 1225 64 927 is this village. This village has a desert temple, and they use it. So here is the village, also goes into the jungle, but they use this temple. I've never seen a village actually use a temple before, because temples were supposed to be abandoned, but no, look, they actually used the temple. They got a nice little pathway into it, and they got crops growing in here. They're actually growing stuff. Temple has some stuff, fortune 2, diamond horse armor, bones, and then finally some more gold horse armor, but it's gonna get a little tricky, because if you break it right here, there's 2 blocks. So basically, they're using this temple in their village. But here's the best part. You could set up a camp here, and if we fly over here to this big lake/ocean looking thing next to some massive hills, you'll find yourself a ruined portal and the Ocean Monument. That's a full-on Ocean Monument just right there, right next to Crazy Village and this crazy land right there. So this is the Ocean Monument right here, not that far away from the village. It actually was really quick to get here. You just got this big eye guy right here, and then just break down, and then you'll be in the gold room, basically over here. Now, if you head north from that temple, you'll find this village, which I found really cool when I was trying to find the end portal, because they got this stone around all their stuff. And you go up, and they're in the giant tree forest. I found this when I was just adventuring, and I actually chopped down some of them because of their wood. So basically, I got a lot of wood here because of how big the trees are. So this is a massive forest, which would be really cool to live in. So if we head straight this way, there is another massive portal right over here that you can actually go in light to go see what's on the other side. Now, on the way to the massive portal, you'll find this area right here. This area could be really cool if you got rid of all this grass and put a pirate ship in it, because it's like a pirate's cove. So there's even a bigger secret room in here. There's another one of these over there right next to the village, and I'll also show you that after I show you the massive portal and this. If you want to go here, it's located at 1261 76 31 80. But right over here, after we get through all this at this exact angle, we'll run into a massive portal. So right through here, in this biome right here, you'll see the massive portal. I did light it up on a stream, and it was pretty fun. It's very safe on the other side. So this right here will probably be the easiest massive portal you can actually light in this area. There's a lot more stuff in this world. I'm going to only show a couple more of them, and then the rest are going to be left to you guys to explore, because what's the point of a seed if you know where everything is? So let's go back. Let's go to that cave area where I was telling you guys about. Now, if you see right here where we are, there's the village. If we go right here, and on the right side of this massive mountain, you'll see this. It is a massive hollowed out area inside the mountain with no grass, but 4 creepers. So it's another massive hollowed area in this jungle. It's just right there. It's like it's a massive mountain with nothing inside. Now it's time for the last thing I'm going to show you guys, and then the rest is going to be up to you guys to explore. So let's go ahead and go to the last thing of this world. So here is the final location. There is a lot of stuff in this area. So located at negative 1478 90 255 is some of the most craziest stuff I've seen in this world. You got yourself a ruined nether portal, an above ground sunken pirate ship, and an underground sunken pirate ship next to a pillager outpost. Now, if you want the treasure, it's actually right there where the 2 blocks are in the bottom. That's where it's located. But this treasure, also if you see it, it's exactly a square right there, so it looks out of place. But this pirate ship right here is above the water. To be completely honest, it's actually not even touching the water. And if you wanted to do a raid, you can go over there, get the bad omen, and just run over here to this village. you can go to this village and get yourself a raid going. So basically, this right here is another great place to be. Now, if you're going to defeat the Ender Dragon in this world, there are going to be 2 villages right next to it. So on your way to the stronghold, you're going to run across this. If you're going from the village to here, you're going to run across this portal that is located at 1027812228. If we just go east of that, over these mountains, we'll be at the stronghold. So now we're at the stronghold. This is the stronghold. It's directly underneath where we are. But if you didn't have any beds, you can come right here to this village and get yourself some beds or some ice, because you got yourself some nice, cool, refreshing iceberg. But you got yourself a nice village there, stronghold there, and then right on the other side of the stronghold, because the stronghold's right there, is another village on the other side. So this village is actually a lot nicer because it got flowers and it's a lot cleaner than the other one.
Hello there.
This is the other village right next to this massive mountain. You can just build a giant house up here on top of it and just live up here because there's a nice little ravine. Build your house right here inside this ground and then just fly down to the village whenever you want food or you just want to go see the villagers. There's also a ravine next door. So this was the seed. It's not some of the most craziest seeds, like everything is right there. You can beat Minecraft in 1 minute and stuff like that. It's more of a modest seed where you can go and do stuff. Now some say this, oh, it's just an average seed. Well, given the fact that you can't die in this seed, I think that's another thing about this seed that stands out from the rest. I put this seed on 2 different computers. I've died in this world once, and it's in hardcore. I didn't die and lose any of my progress. I actually came back to life after my game crashed. I tried this seed on another computer. I ran this on a G7 this time. Almost the same scenario, got blown up by a creeper, crashed the game. So I've tried it on a R11 and a G7, and they all crash. I'm not sure if it's gonna be every case for everybody, but for 2 computers, I think it's going to crash potentially for you if you're running the same things, I think. So, hope you guys enjoyed this video. Share the video, you guys might know. Let me know what you guys think of the seed. Let me know what you guys find, because I've explored everything in this world for over 200 days in Minecraft. So share the video, subscribe, hit the post notifications, because that's going to help us hit our 100,000 subscribers by the end of the year. Every little bit counts, and this year's our biggest goal ever. So help us hit it, and I hope to see you guys in the next video. Bye.